Angel Reese versus the Brazilian national team, the Chicago Sky, against that team at LSU. And now we get word from the coach that Angel Reese is going to have a modified role.
Did you catch what's unfolding with Angel Reese in Chicago? Coach Tyler Marsh has shaken things up by placing Kamilla Cardoso in the primary role, pushing Reese to the side. Her fan base is livid, arguing that it's a clear move to jeopardize her historic rebounding run.
It sounds like they're going to pull her out further from the basket, and I wonder how her fans are going to feel about that. If she's further away from the basket, that doesn't mean there's going to be a lot of, or as many, I would believe, offensive rebound opportunities for one Angel Reese.
Angel has yet to return to training camp after receiving the news. The double-double sensation is now being directed to shoot mid-range, even though she's making just 39.1% of her attempts. This dramatic shift feels like an unexpected turn in her rise to fame. Is this genuinely meant to benefit the team, or is someone trying to throw her off track? Let's dig into the facts.
The Chicago Sky's offense will no longer run through Kennedy Carter. Carter averaged 17.4 points per game in 2024, leading the Sky in scoring. Interesting. It should lead straight through, I believe she's 6'6"? Kamilla Cardoso down in the paint. That's who it should lead through. That's who it better lead through.
Just before Chicago Sky's match against Brazil's women's squad at LSU, Coach Tyler Marsh dropped a bombshell announcement that's sending shockwaves through the WNBA. He's revamped Angel Reese's role completely, and fans are in an uproar. It's a total reconfiguration of how this rising league talent is being deployed.
And new head coach Tyler Marsh is busy installing a different vision for Chicago's offense. The Sky plan to use second-year power forward Angel Reese much differently than how she was deployed in her rookie season.
Angel Reese earned her reputation by owning the boards game after game. Those back-to-back double-doubles defined her presence, her rebounding dominance. At LSU translated perfectly into her pro career. Remember her second WNBA game against Indiana? She hauled in 19 boards. That's what kickstarted her stardom and why fans rallied behind her.
If she's not as close to the basket on offense, which she shouldn't, it should clear out the paint and underneath the basket for Kamilla to be able to rebound. And we know she can hit layups. We've seen them. We've seen them over and over. I've seen plenty of videos.
Then the twist came. The Chicago Sky now wants her to revamp her style of play. They're instructing her to move outside the paint her natural area and start pulling up from mid-range. It's like asking LeBron James to ditch his drives and only shoot from distance. Their dominant rebounder is being pushed to back up and shoot. But there's a flaw: her shooting release is sluggish. Even if she adapts, it'll require time, and the clock's already ticking.
The Chicago Sky want her to take mid-range jumpers, okay? However, Marsh wants her to add more versatility to her shot selection by hitting mid-range jumpers 10 to 15 feet from the basket. She's working on being able to shoot off dribble, and when the play call is for a catch and shoot. Yeah, but what does that mean? Because she's... look, we've all seen videos of her practicing. She's got a very, very slow as SERP release out there. So that should be interesting against anybody that's got any kind of a wingspan.
Here's the main conflict in Angel Reese isn't built to be a shooter. Look at her numbers. Just a 39.1% shooting rate. Those stats show she's more effective, sticking to short jumpers and putbacks, the very plays that made her a force in college. So why ask someone already struggling with efficiency to take harder shots?
And they want her to shoot more mid-range. This should be very, very interesting.
In the meantime, Kamilla Cardoso has stepped into the primary role under the rim. She's been given control of the very zone where Angel Reese once reigned, pulling in rebounds. That spot defined Reese's identity. It was the engine of her popularity and jersey sales.
And I think Angel's really good. I think she's really good, and I just think the team would be better if, you know, they anchored their defense around the elite defensive player and kind of ran their offense, maybe not through Kamilla because she's not going to pass it, but run their offense to the elite finisher.
Angel still hasn't shown up to training camp since hearing about the shift in her role. That in itself says a lot. While many players would see this as a growth opportunity, Angel seems to take it as a personal slight. Being asked to develop new skills, only to vanish? That doesn't reflect a team-oriented mindset.
Per Julie Poe of the Chicago Sun-Times, Reese has yet to post up at training camp as she learns a new role for the offense. Oh, this should be very interesting. Quote, for Reese, that means adapting to a modified role that will tap into her full potential as a stretch four.
Let's be honest, Angel Reese isn't being asked to abandon her strengths. They're simply encouraging her to expand her game. But instead of embracing the challenge, she's resisting. Why? Because shooting isn't her strength. A 39.1% field goal percentage makes that painfully clear. For someone operating near the basket, that's a concerning stat.
Mabry comes up with the board. Long pass, perfect to Reese. She was unable to get it in. And they play some beautiful basketball. Again, no Brianna Stewart today. Chicago's missed 7.
This isn't some personal attack, it's part of a strategic shift. Chicago Sky is adapting its approach. They need athletes who can space the floor and make smarter plays. But Angel's game is one-dimensional. Grab the board, go straight back up, repeat. If that routine doesn't work, she falters. This isn't about sidelining her, it's about growth. And right now, she's not on board.
If she's not as close to the basket on offense, which she shouldn't, it should clear out the paint and underneath the basket for Kamilla to be able to rebound. And we know she can hit layups. We've seen them. We've seen them over and over. I've seen plenty of videos of her hitting plenty of layups. That could be better for the offense.
The real question isn't whether the coaches are holding her back. It's whether Angel Reese ever had the full range of skills to thrive long-term. The adjustment in her role comes from sound basketball reasoning. What doesn't make sense is shaping a modern offense around someone who refuses or maybe lacks the ability to shoot.
Reese will never post up again, but Marsh understands if the Sky want to build an effective offense, they need to start building out space in the half court. I don't hate that, to be honest with you.
So why has Kamilla Cardoso suddenly become the centerpiece of Chicago's strategy? The timing has everyone talking. Not long after facing Brazil's national team, the Brazilian rookie begins taking the lead role. That's not coincidence. It's a move backed by both game logic and marketing. Cardoso already shows promise as a finisher. And this isn't just hype. Her size, poise, and international presence give her an edge that Angel Reese lacks. Put them side by side, and the difference stands out. Reese delivers toughness and rebounds, but little else. Her offensive moves are rigid, her shot is slow, and at 39.1% shooting near the rim, her efficiency just isn't there.
In an offense where her primary goal was to post up, she made just 39.1% of her field goal attempts, and we know from 5 foot in, she was the most inefficient field goal percentage shooter.
Reese is known for her hustle and ability to score on second efforts. But that only gets her so far, especially when defenders close in, fully aware she won't step out for mid-range jumpers. In contrast, Cardoso brings better spacing, a smoother finish near the rim, and a clearer path for development. This isn't about favoritism, it's about progress.
He may also be fully aware that a massive hole in Angel Reese's game is the fact that she will catch a rebound and then proceed to put up 4 shots to make 1. Again, all the while, people around the perimeter were sitting back going, I'm open, throw me the ball so I can shoot an open 3. Nah, that ball's never coming back out. That's where the ball goes to die.
There's no denying that Angel Reese is a marketing force. Her jersey sales are booming, her online following is unmatched, and she's helped attract a new generation of fans to the WNBA. But here's the hard truth. The league is built on performance, not popularity. And right now, Reese isn't consistently delivering on the floor.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually feel a little bit better about her standing back further away from the basket, shooting jumpers. I do, actually. Now that I've seen how bad her inside game is, it's still going to be interesting because her claim to fame is what? Double-doubles.
Her reaction to the role change skipping camp altogether says a lot. While others are grinding to evolve, Reese refuses to shoot beyond the key. This isn't sabotage. It's a signal. Her fame won't cover up her shooting limitations for long. Some are even comparing this situation to Caitlin Clark's, suggesting the league is micromanaging rookies. But here's the key difference. Clark has shooting range and offensive versatility. Reese, in contrast, sticks to one approach. When growth is off the table, a player becomes a risk.
But if she's already away from the basket, maybe that will force the hand. And again, Kamilla shoots much better from the field, much higher percentage, close to the basket.
Is Tyler Marsh taking a big risk with his coaching move? No doubt. But maybe that's exactly what the Sky need, not a headline magnet with a shaky jump shot, but a complete player who fits today's game. Still, this change has sparked major backlash online. Have you seen the reaction? Reese's fans are livid, believing there's an organized effort to dismantle her rise and hand her role to Kamilla Cardoso instead.
Apparently, there is a conspiracy. Apparently, we got to talk about the conspiracy. The conspiracy surrounding Kamilla Cardoso. That the only reason why Kamilla Cardoso is, I'm pretty sure the only reason she's on the Sky, it seems, is to diminish Angel Reese. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to struggle to find the logic.
What's at the heart of all this tension? Angel hasn't been seen at camp since hearing about her position shift, and that silence speaks volumes. Her supporters see it as proof she feels betrayed by the coaching staff. Imagine your boss suddenly asking you to do your job in a totally different way. Would you stick around? Now her fans are pushing for a trade. Yes, really. They're flooding comments with calls for her to move to a team that respects her talent. Sentiments like, "they don't deserve you," and "go find your coach," are everywhere.
But everything is you're already hearing them come out there and saying that she should request a trade because they've said Kamilla is the number one option. But let's be real.
The frustration boils down to the double-double dilemma. That stat line defined Angel's value. It's why she stood out, why she became a brand. Now, with Cardoso claiming the glass, those numbers will drop. And without them, what happens to Angel's identity as a player? This story is bigger than just positions. It's about influence. It's about who holds the power in shaping the league's future stars. The team is nudging her toward becoming a stretch four, moving off ball and knocking down shots from 10 to 15 feet. But is that truly her best fit?
Seeing all of this, I genuinely stand by the fact that there are people, so many WNBA fans do not watch basketball. And it's actually crazy seeing takes from people that literally, I can guarantee you, do not watch the sport, be amplified. Genuinely. And the funniest part about this is, do you want to know, Tyler Marsh never said anything. But the focus was by a journalist who said the focus was more on Kamilla on offense, and she wrote an article about what Angel needs to work on.
Angel's current challenge shines a light on how teams can shift a player's trajectory instantly, even when she's making history. Whether she fights to regain her role or asks to be traded, it'll show how much control athletes really have. This moment could redefine her future and maybe the league's. What do you think Angel should do next?